good morning, and welcome to another edition of Talk That Tech. The
Number one tech morning show in the world. Good morning.
good morning, and the first one of 2026. Well, that's a little bit about how my holidays went. So if you can hear it in my voice, oh man, I don't know about y'all, but we've
Joseph
been
coming to you in your ears.
we've been plagued with sickness over here on this end. But man, we're glad to see
I
you
know what you
guys.
mean.
Yeah, it's we'll talk about it too. But man, I'm glad to see that you guys are rocking with us in 2026. Man, this is gonna be a great episode. Just gonna do some housekeeping things, and then we'll get right into it. Um, as you know, this we love if you have loved the show at any time in 2025 to not only like, comment, but go ahead and subscribe. It really helps us, pushes us forward, the algorithm and all that jazz, right? So go ahead and subscribe if you have not. And I already dropped it, but in case you haven't seen it, this is a call-in show. So if there's any topic that we discussed that you're like, yeah, I got some things to share about that, go ahead and click on the link and yeah, we're gonna have a fun time today. But check back, Trey. How was your holidays? All right, so I'm. I know that we're experiencing a little technical difficulties this morning, but we're gonna keep it rolling for sure. As Trey gets that worked out, take back Trey. I'll share a little bit about how my weekend was, or my holidays was, as I said before. Oh man, talk about when one gets sick, everybody gets sick, one thing after another. Yeah, that's what happened. So, um, we just in a just a little challenging in regards to me getting sick. First was my son. He's like our second oldest boy. He got sick, and then it just kind of went around, and then
Mm.
I'm still kind of recovering with my cough, so it's like a lingering cough
Oh
right now,
yeah.
but everything else is good. We had snow like at least 2-3 times already. Last year we had basically nada at this point, so it's interesting to see what January and February they look like and March. Getting out those winter
Yeah.
boots. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's
Am
gonna
I
be
back, bro?
interesting. Yes, you're back. You're back. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I hear you on that, man. Yeah, we had a little sickness over here for sure. And we got through that, but then it popped back up again. Anyway, we should be good now. We should be good now. As far as weather wise over here, yeah, total opposite of snow. No, like no snow in sight. We had a 80-degree Christmas, all of
Woo!
that. So yeah, it's been pretty wonky because it's been going up and then all the way down, up, all the way down.
Oh,
Like I'm talking like 50 something and then 70 something the next day type stuff. So yeah, it's just been real weird. I think that's why our sickness and stuff has been coming through. But that's how it is here. Sometimes, other
man,
times it's frozen. So I don't know.
let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back any longer. Uh, I felt old for messing up the lyrics at the end there, but man,
Ah,
oh man, that is crazy because I know what you're talking about when it comes to the challenge, the changes there. It is tough for sure. Oh, we got Techo drop in the building. New
what up,
graphic
man?
2026 got a new graphic right there, ready to go. He
Happy
says,
New
"Happy New
Year.
Year, fellas! Happy New Year to you as well. Half man, half Android, half amazing. Remember back in the day." Then we got
Yes, indeed.
Techo. He said, "Shake my head." I wonder if he got sick. You got sick to his Tech Coach Ralph? Let us know in the comment section if you got sick as well. Because that weather right there will get you sick. 80 degrees one day, and then it jumps down to
Dude,
something other the next day.
and
That's
trust me, it was.
that's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. Well, listen, y'all. I want to ask y'all a question this morning, and the morning question is: what is one thing you want to see happen in 2026? That's the question that we have for y'all. What is one thing that you want to see happen in 2026? But before we get to that, Tucker Ralph says, "Nah, son and wife got sick. I'm healthy as an ox." I feel like that's been your mo all of 2025. When you mentioned like everyone got sick, you're like, yeah, remember everybody else got sick, but me.
That's because
I'm doing all the right stuff.
that's because hey man, when it happened when it starts coming around, he tries to go and get into the bat cave and pull the big door, and then before he catches it. Unlike
Yeah.
what was that Venezuela?
Oh.
He didn't make it. He didn't make it, but
Oh no, not at all, not at all. He said, nah, those kids get you sick. I never get sick
oh
before him.
oh yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Oh man, he's like, you know what? They're getting sick. I'm having that sujumu. I'm not getting sick. For those who don't know, sujumu is that freedom soup. It was a soup that basically the French, when they operated and colonized Haiti, the rich and the lavish people that were there, they're the ones that were eating that soup, and the poor couldn't. With the squash and all the meats that were put in it. So as soon as Haiti got the independence, the first thing they did was eat that soup, and so now that is a good
That's
remedy
hilarious.
to not be sick. So he's like, listen, y'all get sick, I'm gonna eat my soup jumu. And we had some as well, Teco's Ralph. So yeah, it's almost like a cardinal sin not to have it. For anybody who's Haitian. So my wife is Haitian. She made that thing, and so I'm eating that for the rest of the month. I'm just kidding. Not the rest of the month. It's a lot, but not the rest of the month.
Mm.
But it's a lot, man. It's a lot, man. But listen, y'all, let us know in the comment section what your thoughts are. Like, what is one thing you want to see happen in 2026? That's our question for the morning. And I'm thinking about it, even right now. But I guess the best thing is just be a great steward of what I have. That's what I want to kind of see. Being a great steward is not just financially, but health wise and with resources, great steward of friendships, like just being a better steward. That's the thing that I'm looking forward to in 2026. Tech Coach Ralph says to learn how to market my apps. Good. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Learn
Well,
how to
those are
market my
great.
apps. Yeah. He said we had
Both
a
of those are
Suju
good.
Moon party on the first. So
Oh yeah,
he was like, we were ready. Yeah.
they
So
were definitely ready.
yeah. What about you, Tech Coach? Tech Back Trade. What is one thing you want to see happen in 2026?
Man, I want to see um, more growth in like you, more growth in being a steward of time. A lot of times I give my time away in spots that um, I probably should say no
Mm,
more, and so I rarely say no, but that costs me time on me and stuff that I'm doing. So saying no more, being a
mm.
great steward of my time.
Uh, saying no more. Wow. That could be a conversation in itself. Um, because how much things we say. I heard this quote a long time ago, y'all. In regards to if you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else.
Hmm.
And so it's like a default. We don't think about it that way, but it's true. Like if we say yes to this particular assignment, it means less time with our families because we got to spend an extra time and hours to do it. So, man, what are we saying no to? What are we saying yes to? Keeping inventory of that is huge. That's a really good one, y'all. Let us know in the comment section what your thoughts are on this morning question. Some people have to think about it, and that's totally fine. Let us know. Tech Coach Rouse says, "LOL." Trey, speaking of time, my video premiering today. Today's hook is I beg Gemini to help me become more efficient, and I asked it to look at a top CEOs and how they manage their time. Well, that'll be interesting. Let me know the
Yep.
results of that.
Yep. We got
I'm
to
gonna put
see that. We got to see that premiere.
yeah. Yeah, because I mean, listen, the the people that are definitely very, very stringent about their time are people who have a lot of decisions to make. We heard it all before, the Mark Zuckerberg of the world. Those people, they even have they basically have uniforms of what they wear because their time is so valuable. They don't want to have that time wasted. Oh, we got somebody else in the building named Stacy Lynn 44 that says the left stops being insane and all go to an island of misfits to get. Yo, that's hilarious.
They Stacy hit him with a left hook just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I
No pun
mean,
intended, left hook. I like
I
that.
know, right? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no pun intended. That was funny.
That is
But
hilarious.
I was just watching something, bro, and I can't find it. Um, of this same very thing. Like it was, he was talking about how he spent his time, and I can't remember who it was, but it was like a, you know, super wealthy individual, and they were
Yeah.
talking about how, you know, how they're protecting their time. So it's funny that we were all talking about this right now, but yeah, that definitely escalated quick, bro.
Yeah, Coach Rouse said that escalated quick. Oh man. And
Ah,
we got Operation Tech Takeover in the building. Peace and blessings, family. Glad to have you here,
what up,
rocking with us
OTTO?
in 2026. We back at it, man. So glad to have you with us. Coach Ralph also said, also I read a post on YouTube from Cody Sanchez and how she has a not to do list. One of my goals this week is to create my not to do list. I might have to look it up and see how she explains that. I think that's a from what I just read,
Dope
very interesting
concept.
idea. Yeah, yeah, not to do list. And then that not to do list is a list, basically a delegation list. If you think about it, what do I not have to do? I told my wife this before. Like, there's certain things you can do that I can't do. Like, I can't breastfeed our kid, right? So that's your job, and I support that. But a lot of things that you can't do that some of these kids could do, you know. So
That's a
divvy
fact.
out, or I could
That's
do.
a fact.
So divvy it out, your responsibilities and stuff, because you want to not be stressed out at the end of the day.
Oh
Second,
yeah, if that was number one, that's a win.
for the airport,
That
she had me. She doesn't pick me up from the airport. Oh
is for
man,
sure a time suck.
yeah, that
For
is.
sure.
That's very thoughtful. Is this the weakest mustache club? I don't know that. Listen, I'm not even trying to have a mustache. I'm about to cut it off. But
Not the weakest mustache. No, this is the wrong club for you, buddy.
yeah.
This is the strong beard, weak mustache hater club. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
or whatever. I don't know. It's hilarious. These must be folks from the short side.
Well, come on, Joseph. This is 2025. Robert De Niro did it in Meet the Parents. Listen, right? I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Meet the Parents. He was like, "Listen, I'm not picking them up." Just old school Caribbean parents are like, "Why you didn't pick me up for the airport? What's going
Oh
on?"
yeah,
You
I
know.
believe that.
So yeah.
That's
uh,
what I said, Ralph. That's what I said.
yeah.
It's
He's
fine.
funny.
They're fine. Hopefully, Joseph just, you know,
Oh yeah, we're good. We're good.
can weave it in and out.
Yeah, yeah, it's all good. Uh, so yeah, basically that is what we want to talk to you about. Is like, what are the things that you're looking for in 2026? But we got a good show, y'all. We definitely want to share a few things with you about a couple of topics here. One of them being regarding some new AI laws that we're all not something that happened last year, but they're happening this year or should be happening soon. So we definitely want to make sure that we talk about them. But before we do that, we want to talk about Manus AI. Now, Manus AI is something that we've used before. We talked about it before. It is something that you definitely want to make sure that you are aware of in regards to this deal. So that's what we're going to talk about right now. And we're going to get into that. I'm going to pass it over to Trey to share more about this topic and
Man,
why it matters.
what you mean used before, Joseph? We use it every single day.
Yes.
Every single day.
And we talked about it before.
Yep, yep. Um, yeah, man, Manus, I love it. If I could have invested, I would have. Anyway, Meta is buying Manus for $2 billion with a B, and we're gonna break it down as well. So just last month, Meta bought the AI startup called Manus for over $2 billion. And it wasn't like just a real, like the same kind of tech acquisition as before. This one right here kind of signals something different, right? If you're really paying attention. And it's one of those things. Hopefully, y'all can still hear me. It looks like I'm lagging, and I hate
You're
this,
good.
but
You're good.
okay, cool, cool. I'm just not gonna look. How about that? I'm not gonna look at myself while we go through this. But it was a signal that AI agents are big business, right? Now we know Meta, yes, we know Mark Zuckerberg, they love to buy companies and all this stuff. But when you spend the kind of money that they spent on this, that's big business. I don't care what nobody says. So in 2026 going forward, this is something we should probably be looking into. So the short version right here, Manus, they haven't been around a long time. They grew crazy fast. Like I said, I don't even know if it started in early. I was on there by the summer and I didn't get off. But anyways, they grew super fast. They made real money real fast, right? Because of value that they were bringing to the marketplace. And then now big tech, they're trying to get in on it. And so they just bought in, which that normally happens. So what we want to talk about is how Manus grew so fast in the first place. Okay. How did they grow in the first place? Manus launched in March of 2025. So March of last year. That wasn't like 9 months later in December, they had already hit $100 million in yearly recurring revenue. I mean, just think if they stayed where they were going to bring in 100 million every year after just 9 months. 20% month over month growth. 20% every month. They're just going like crazy. And then they have subscriptions between $20 and $200 a month. So y'all can do the math there. All right. Now, that's one of that alone makes it one of the fastest growth stories in AI history so far. Obviously, we know it's pretty early on. We're going to have some more. But so far, this is the first one. It's the biggest. But to put it simply, a lot of startups, they budget at least 5 to 10 years just to reach this type of level. And Manus did it in 9 months. Okay. Now, here's what makes Manus different and why they did it so fast and why they got bought for $2 billion. Manus wasn't just the chat bot, right? That's everywhere. Here's what it could do, and here's some of the reasons why I love it as well. You can log into websites, and then it can do what it needs to do on the back end by itself. It could fill out forms based on, information that it knows and has about you. It can navigate dashboards. It can run research, coding, business tasks, all on its own. So it's an AI employee that can actually use the computer, and you can actually watch it use the computer if you wanted to, right? And we know there are a few others that can do this, but it has access to certain APIs that a lot of other things just don't, right? Like, me and us, we're on YouTube a lot. For me, I rarely watch full videos now. If it's something, if it's something that I like, I copy the URL, I give it to my assistant, and it does and I say, watch this video. It will watch the video at a however X speed and give me exactly what I need out of it, whatever I'm looking for out of that video. So it's really crazy in what it can do, because like I said, there's not a lot of other things that can do that. Because you need certain access to be able to do it. So anyways, here's why Meta was able to pay $2 billion for it. Meta spent tens of billions of dollars on AI infrastructure. We know this, but they had one problem on the side, and it was AI wasn't making much money yet. So you're spending a lot of money, but there ain't a lot coming back. So they're spending a lot, and they know something's going to come at some point. But when you can buy, this is the greatest part, when you can buy revenue, why not? They already spending a boatload of money anyway. So Manus solved that anyway already, just instantly. So it had real customers already. They had real revenue, $100 million every year coming in, reoccurring. And then it was already growing fast. So they can just step in and let it go. So instead of hoping AI was going to eventually pay off in the long run, they can buy revenue. And so they're able to integrate Manus into Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, keep Manus running as a paid subscription. And then now they're able to absorb Manus's team into the AI leadership side, which again plays into the bigger role, the bigger play in what they're doing there in the long run. So anyways, like I mentioned, y'all, AI agents, they're tools, they do work. They don't just answer questions. right now, the market is looking like, when it comes to the big platforms, Salesforce, Microsoft, Google, OpenAI, they add agents to tool companies that are already using. Okay, the general purpose, like more like a Manus, they can work across a lot of different tasks. They grow fast if people love them, and then they become prime acquisition targets. And then number three, you have those specialized agents that are built for a specific like sales, customer service, research, and then those are often bought by enterprise software companies. So Manus provided the general purpose agents, and that can scale really fast. They can make money, and that raised the bar for everybody else. I said Manus raised the bar for everybody else when they came out, and then over the months they were just releasing, a little bit here and there, more and more, and yeah, the bar was raised from jump. And TechCrow's Ralph said his first use of Manus created an entire marketing plan for a health clinic, and then it created new feature ideas for his mobile app. And on top of that, he was saying Meta and AI signed a $10 billion deal for infrastructure and chips that Manus will probably be running on if it isn't already on it. Totally agree there. Because again, you got to look at the bigger play when acquisitions like this happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're putting stuff in place that only they can do when you're talking about the amount of money that they're putting in. And it's a few other companies, right? Not only, but it's a few other ones. But after that, now you look at, okay, how can we plug this into this and then supercharge all of it? And so, yeah, they're putting themselves in place for sure to really just again be the leaders of the new school. So um, this deal is not also happening by itself, y'all. So just to be on the lookout. Here's what recently happened. Salesforce bought Informatica for $8 billion. ServiceNow bought Armis for $7.75 billion. Google, remember, tried to buy Wiz for $32 billion. Yeah. But they were like, it's more than that. We need more than that. so they're not, big tech is they're not shopping for new ideas or for ideas right now. They're buying these working platforms that bring in real money. So anyways, y'all, the window is there, but you just got to know what spots you need to be in. And yeah, AI agents, they are proven. Investors are funding them heavy, and obviously they're getting acquired for a crazy check. Okay, so I love it. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in 2026 going forward. I know what they're saying is by the end of 2026, a lot of apps will have agents built in. Entry level repetitive jobs are going to decline even more, and then new roles are going to appear to manage AI plus human together. Which, remember, we've been talking about that for months last year. You probably want to shift some focus there to be able to learn the AI that's in your space so that you can then be the manager that they put in place to kind of facilitate all of that for the company. And then bottom line, that's it, y'all. That's really it on that.
Listen, there's a lot of good stuff in there, but let me go to the comment section real quickly because the comment section was lit up, and I want to make sure that we hit on it. So
sure.
we got before I don't know if I mentioned it, but we have Mr. Frank Sharp in the building.
What's
Mr.
happening?
Frank Sharp in the building, and he was sharing a few things as well. He says, man, we need to catch we need to catch up, coach. Yeah, I know, Frank. We on LinkedIn land, man, we were connected for a while, and we still are, and we're gonna talk about a couple of things for sure on what he's doing. But Tech Coach Ralph said it here, man. Manus was the original AI agent, and and then he also mentioned that his first use of Manus created an entire marketing plan for a health clinic. Which, like, let's pause on there for a second. That's one of the things that I think you mentioned as well with your experience with Manus is like, man, the power that this thing has. I know for me, I've been using it for account research purposes, and it's just amazing to see that small screen when it's covering the internet, doing what it needs to do, trying to sign, like literally guys signing in for accounts and doing all sorts of stuff on your behalf. And you're like, man, this is powerful. This is powerful. And so that was just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much things you can do with Manus. And so the fact that this happened is nuts. I would love to hear more about that, Tech Coach Ralph, as well. He said he also created new features. It also created new features, ideas from his mobile app. Um, and also, he said he meant Meta and Google here, but he says not to mention Meta and Google signed a $10 billion deal for infrastructure. I think we talked about this yesterday, or last year we talked about it, or we either hinted at it. But a $10 billion deal for infrastructure and chips that Manus will probably be running on if it hasn't been running on it lately. So this is like a win-win. Manus is getting all this infrastructure and help to develop and grow, and Meta is getting a proven thing here. And
Those are
so,
the best deals, bro.
telling you,
And it's a
man.
win-win-win. Because as
Yeah,
long as they
man.
don't change, as long as they don't change much, or they upgrade it, it's a win for the customers as well. So
Yeah.
these are the type of deals that you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Tech Coach Ralph also said that's the startup's dream. Build something and a major tech company wants and have them buy it from you and give you a salary after. I'm gonna go back to this comment pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to definitely go to Minister Frank's one that says Abacus, AI, Graph, Adaptive, Liquid, and the list goes on. Definitely expound upon that, Mr. Frank Sharp. For those who do not know those companies you're referring to, definitely want to hear more about that for sure. Techos Ralph says in the past month, OBS YouTube plugin and Stream Deck Countdown plugin outside of my regular app I'm building. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then also he said before OpenAI operator. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Techos Ralph said also with the speed of AI, I'm able to provide projects for my coaching members to ramp up on. Yes, there's a lot of stuff, y'all, and continue to fill the chats with your thoughts on this. First thing I would say, I have it on my phone. I have my phone here for a reason. This was December 27th, right? I received an email from Manus, I think we all did, which said, update
Mm-hmm.
$100 million in ARR, $125 million in revenue run rate. That was just the update that Manus put out there, December 27, 2025. And look at it. I mean, obviously conversations probably happened before
Yeah, for
this,
sure.
but at the same time, from they started in March of 2025. Like they launched in March of 2025, and it was in 9 months to get these numbers. That is an insane benchmark, and we're seeing a lot of AI companies happen to have that where they're like from whatever from last year maybe or whenever the period of time they're able to hit that 100 AAR mark, which a lot of companies in general don't hit right that
Yeah.
quickly. So
Or at all.
at
Like
all.
let's not play. Like
Yeah.
I know Elon has, jaded y'all on these money numbers, but dude, 100 million MRR is crazy work.
Yeah,
Crazy
annual
work.
recurring revenue for those who don't know, like AR, that's serious. That's serious money. Sorry, go ahead. You were saying?
Oh no, that was it, bro. I just wanted to make sure that they knew that ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah, and there was a list on LinkedIn that talked about all these companies announcing that they're hitting their 100 million ARR in a very short period of time. Majority of them being AI companies that are specifically working with AI agents. So it's amazing to see this happen as well for this company. I don't can imagine what's happening with the companies like 11 Labs and others behind the scenes
Yeah,
that are like
yeah,
producing these AI agents. So
exactly.
yeah, they're probably the ones that are licking their chops. Like, ooh, thank you.
Oh, I
Um,
did. Oh, I did have one more thing to say, bro.
Go ahead.
I just thought about it again. What I'm noticing more and more and more, success loves speed. Success loves speed.
Mm,
And what does AI provide? For a lot.
speed.
It does. And so for me, it makes sense when you see when it's the right people making the right company, and they're doing it in a way where they're getting it out there, and the speed is there, that they're getting these numbers.
Oh man, you just said something, but I'm gonna drop the link to this chat here. Listen, y'all, if y'all don't know, this is a call-in show. So you see that
Tech
link that
Coach
was,
Ralph.
yeah,
My
yeah. I'm
bad.
gonna
My bad. My bad. Say that, bro. Say that.
no,
We
no,
need
no.
that.
Go ahead, go ahead. Call into the show if you have some other stuff you want to share because we're having this conversation and it's rolling. And listen, we're not gonna rush it. If this is all we talk about today, this is all we talk about today because it's definitely a lot that goes into this conversation. Taco drops is very interesting too. If y'all don't know, Chinese Manus is the Chinese company, right? The founders, both of them are from China. He says, "I'm happy that Manus now became an American company."
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yes. But bro, he also said something else that made me I'm like, bro, I've been saying this. And it's by the way, Ralph, it's still on my phone and I still use it from time to time. But I feel like it's a narrative, bro. And
Mm,
the narrative and the marketing is all it's all wrapped up in a part of that. But what he said was he didn't understand why there are so many people against DeepSeek
mm,
if Manus is also a Chinese company.
mm.
Because remember when DeepSeek broke all those records and did numbers, that was the
Yeah.
biggest thing that they were crying. Meanwhile, the shirt they had on their back, the shoes they had on their feet, and all the other things that I could name in their house also came from there. But I'm not even going to talk about that. But they were
Mm,
yelling about DeepSeek being from China. Meanwhile, Manus is doing numbers over here
yeah.
and also from China. So
Mm.
I don't know. I
Well,
don't know.
maybe it was because like I said in the email, I'm putting two and two together as we're talking. Maybe the industry knew like, hey, Manus is in conversations with the Metas of the world and others of the world, so they gotta sell, right?
Since
Deep Sea,
9 months ago, when they
no,
first started.
no, I mean like when they start making some noise, maybe they already had conversations behind the scenes. We're like, okay, they with us, they on our side, right? Like they're eventually gonna sell with us eventually. That's what I'm thinking, right? Only
Nah.
because like if you can't beat them, join them situation, right? If they already had headwind, like listen, they're not gonna like Deep Sea is not gonna sell. In fact, they're that they are on that side. That those conversations could happen. 'Cause you know how it is. I mean, like I'm thinking about the movies. Like if you see how the movies are where the guy comes in like, hey, let's have a conversation. Let's come in my office, or they just show up to their place and like we need to have a conversation about what you guys are doing, and it's either yes or no. They probably could have been early on, be like, yeah, we're building this to sell. This is,
Maybe.
whoever has the money, let's talk about it. Um,
Maybe.
uh,
I, I'm I'm leaning towards yeah, I'm leaning towards the last thing that Tech Coach Ralph was saying there.
that man is probably
To
used
be
deep
honest,
sea. Which
no,
one?
the one right above that.
Oh,
But
oh, that is a good point too. That is a good point too.
because and the only reason I say that, bro, is because it's only been 9 months. When
Mm-hmm.
it came to DeepSeek, it was like immediate vitriol,
Yeah, they
like
definitely put themselves out
immediate.
there.
And so it's one of those things where maybe that was a lesson as well. Don't be the martyr.
Mm,
You can't be the first one because martyrs get slaughtered. I don't know. I be thinking about that side too.
or
Martyrs
real
get slaughtered.
or real players move in silence.
This is also true.
they
I don't know. I don't know, bro, because it's one of those things where it's the same. It came from the same side. One had all this, hatred, vitriol, whatever you want to put, added in there, and then the other, and the reason why I say that is because I think number one, it provided so much value that
mm,
people were like holding it close to their heart in the tech industry that knew about it. Mainstream definitely didn't know about it, and
yeah,
then now they're doing numbers behind the scenes, and
yeah,
then okay, yeah, maybe in October or September, October, maybe they started having the talks about selling. But I mean, from the jump, I don't think they had talks about selling from the jump.
yeah. I'm gonna go through some of these comments. I definitely want to go to this one from Mr. Frank Sharp here. I want to end it with that. Not end it, but like definitely want to land on that one. But I want to make sure I hit a couple of these real quickly. We're on the topic. actually, I'm going to end on the comment from the life of Cam. So thank you for sharing that comment. He said AI gives you the idea of production in minutes, even if the product isn't fully developed yet. You can start getting visibility and backing. It's a new way of thinking, though. Absolutely. But yeah, I want to go back to what you said about DeepSeek. He says, I think Manus probably used DeepSeek, and
It's,
and
bro,
that's probably
because
true.
if you notice, it only say what is it 1.5 or something like that. Like it's possible, bro. 1.6 now. It's Manus 1.6
Yeah,
is all it says. So who knows?
yeah. And then also he said, I was going to use it on a live stream. Was that Manus or DeepSeek?
No, he's talking about DeepSeek. You can
Oh,
tell.
DeepSeek. Yeah, right. And he's got so much pushback from people. I know one of the biggest things that people were saying, like, "Oh, use DeepSeek. Your information is now gone over to China and stuff." I mean, it's ready. It's right ready there. But but
Bro,
yeah,
you
that's
speaking my language.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy that they said that you know, they're giving you that much issues for trying to do it live and show
Yeah.
people how to use it. That's nuts.
Yeah.
And
If you if your wife is using Sheen and Fashion Nova,
Timu
or
and oh
maybe
yeah,
not, but yeah, Temu,
yeah,
trust
it's
me, your
gone.
information is over there, buddy.
Yeah, it's done. You
It
know,
makes me sick. They got your information when you came out the womb.
yeah, pretty much.
Remember? They
What's
got
that
your
number again?
handprint and your footprint, your social. They gave it to you. They got it all, bruh. Calm down, make money, and build your family. Like keep God above all. Like they've been had your info, bro. If they want to find you, they can find you. Just ask the Venezuelan president.
They gonna find you. They gonna find you. Techno Drive also said that Manus was never marketed as a Chinese company, and I kind of agree. I didn't even
Now
know
that was strategic. That
that
was
was
strategic.
strategic for sure. I had to look at the founders, and the news broke, I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I didn't
Uh
realize that."
huh. Uh huh.
So I was like, "Oh, all right,
But
I see."
but that's why I said martyrs get slaughtered, and then boom, they recognize game. They're like, yo, we know what we got. We gotta protect it at all costs. They probably,
Mm.
if I was them, I would have put. No, that would have been too. That would have been too crazy. I almost said I would have put black CEO faces up there.
Yeah, you
That would have
might.
been too much.
That
That
would
would
have
have been
been,
too much.
yeah, that would push it to the limit right there.
They've been like, hold on. There's been too much research done.
Listen, I got a question. Ah man, should I save this question for later? I think I'll try. I'll try to save it because I want to get to the comments real quickly here. I was talking to Mr. Frank Sharp was talking about the power you can power intelligence for free with Liquid up to 10 million revenue. Now that's revolutionary. Some AI tools that you could use. Yeah, Frank, if you could jump on and share your thoughts on that, I would love to get you to share that live if you get a chance to. I know you're on the mobile device. I don't know if you could jump on the stream, but if you can, that'd be dope as well. And then I know the life of Cam. Your question is something that we could talk about right after this, but I want to throw out one question before the life of Cam's question, which is good morning. Hope to see a mortgage rates go down by 2026. That's what he's hoping for in 2026. And I
I don't
understand
know.
that for sure. It might not happen
Yes.
necessarily,
Me too,
but
buddy.
but that's definitely we're definitely hoping for. But I definitely want to throw this question out there. Do you think that $2 billion? Because the reason why I'm gonna say this is because well, what we just read. Do you think that $2 billion mark for buying Manus is too low? The reason why I say that is because Salesforce just they bought Informatica for 8 billion. ServiceNow bought Armis for 7.75 billion. Google tried to buy Wiz for 32 billion. Obviously, it didn't happen. But we could see like the smallest bid was more than 3 times, almost 4 times the amount that Manus got. Would you take that? And this is for everybody in the comment section as well. Would you have taken that $2 billion deal if you see that your competition or others are getting at least 7.75 billion? Or you'd be
Man, I
like,
think I'm frozen again. Can you hear
oh,
me?
yeah, I can hear you. You're back now. You're back.
I was frozen again, but bro, I don't know if it was too low. It sounds too low for us, But we got to remember they're in China. What's the rate over there? Is it lower? Is the money worth more over there? Like we can't forget that piece too. They probably the exchange rate. I can't remember. I don't know what it is, but
I'm gonna look at it
you know
right
what I
now while you
mean.
talk.
But I don't know that we also can't remember. We can't forget that piece. And then sometimes, bro, we also have to realize in the backs or like behind the closed doors, there are other deals that are being done that are for the longer horizon. So I might do a lower deal now because I know I'm working on something else that I might also want to sell to them. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
building equity in the friendship and what we have going on now so that I can parlay the next thing as well. Or, it's so many other things that can go on, but I don't know the exchange rate over there. They probably still got a good one.
Yeah, I was laughing. I was laughing in the comment section, but
Uh-huh.
I'll leave it alone. Coach Strauss said it'll go down, but by how much from the mortgage rate? And then Operation Tech Takeover says no, Trey. That would have caused some red flags. They would have been
Exactly.
better off putting an altered AI image of Mister Rogers up. They were like,
Exactly. But they would have looked so hard into the into that. Wait a minute, who is this?
yeah,
What in the world? He came out of nowhere. It would have broke front page news. This guy came out of nowhere to be the CEO of what?
yeah. You definitely would have been on the media for sure. All they had is that finger up. That's all they did. Put that mascot, the finger up. Teco says, I think it's hard to say not knowing all the details of the deal. Also, being that it's a foreign company. So we talked about the Chinese yuan. I think that's how you
Yeah,
pronounce it.
yeah.
One Chinese yuan is about point 0.4, basically 14 cents US, right? So to
Hmm.
change that number around, that would be a lot, in regards to that conversion. So let's do uh 2 billion, USD to Chinese. Well, let's see what we got there. So, oh, didn't work. All right, maybe it was too much for the calculations, but it's definitely going
Huh?
to be a lot. I don't
Too
know
much
why.
for the calculations.
Yeah, it's looking.
What are you? What you doing at all, Joseph? An
Yeah,
abacus?
I was trying to like do it the old school way, but
Oh
it's not
Lord.
giving me. Yeah, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Let's just put that in there. That's a lot of money. So, but yeah, like you said, like they could probably be like, this is probably their land. They could probably be their land and expand situation, where they land this deal, but then they expand with other things that they got going on for the partnership of that deal. So you never know. Technos Ralph also says there are so many different things that go into these deals. You're not sure if they're just getting the software, how much running their tech actually costs, how long the Manus team stays on, etc. Because some of them could have been like, "Hey, this was it. I got my payday. I'm out. I got my $2 billion, or whatever. And thank you. But this is it for me. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna take some time off.
That- yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's so many ways to squeeze that, bro. Like maybe, hey, my company gets $2 billion, but I get a certain amount every month in perpetuity. Like it's so many ways to like the structure of a deal is a whole science and game in itself.
Mm,
Like
yeah, it's not an advocate.
because I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Just use just use AI. Like that's some of the stuff that I use DeepSeek for. Type, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I was trying to use Gemini, but it,
So
it, it didn't give me what I was looking for. But yeah,
so it's 2 billion USD right now is equivalent to approximately 13.96 to 13.99 billion Chinese yuan.
yeah,
So you know,
that's a
did
lot of
they?
money.
I mean, over there, like
Huh?
did they?
Yeah,
That sounds about in if they had 13 billion won and these other ones got 9 and 7 and whatever, like did they lose? Who knows?
yeah. No, I wanted to be involved. I don't think it's a loss. I just
Oh
want to
no,
break it down
I know
more?
what you I know what you meant. I know what you meant. But I was just saying like that conversion rate. I didn't know it, but I knew
Yeah,
like they look, they built Manus. They ain't dumb now. So
yeah,
it was a win for them
yeah.
some
And then
kind of way.
Coach Ross said also Manus might be getting out early before becoming the next TikTok. Very interesting point there. Very interesting point because
Yeah.
it, truth be told, the
Who wants to
whole
go through that?
yeah that was
Hostile
not fun.
takeover.
Yeah, that as well. You should want to go through it. You still want to go through it. But yeah, no, like it's serious. Like it could have happened to them. It could have happened to them, or they've been just shunning like DeepSeek, and that didn't happen. Look at the quote unquote deal the Clippers gave Kawhi Leonard. Something
Mm,
could be under the table. Yeah, something that we don't know about. Right, that's a lot of
there
money
you
that
go.
he was able to get from this quote unquote shell company or whatever it is. That right there, you know, that right there is an
Listen, man.
example.
Listen, man. Like you never know, bro. I'm telling
Terry was like, "That's my 13B, homie.
you, bro. We have
Give it
problems.
here. Give it
Nah,
here."
we have some major problems. Matter of fact, that was a part of the deal. Hey, I need I need a home in Los Angeles,
Yeah, get me out of
Dallas,
here.
New York. I need homes there.
Get my papers right.
All my children get to go to Harvard, Yale, wherever they like going. All my children go there, paid by y'all, and the money is transferred into the account, and then immediately, like I don't know, yeah, that'd be cold blooded, bro. If the Chinese president was like, "Yo, that's me right there.
Hand
I
it
need that."
here. No, yeah, and I think that there is, like you said, like good point, really good point, because got me thinking, like, how many of these deals are really do we see all the fine detail that we know all of what's going on? We don't.
Bro, we never do.
We never do, and so there's so much things that could have probably been included in that deal that they'd be like, "Oh man, we only do this deal if you take 2 billion." Like it's like the deal is too sweet for y'all. We we can only do it if it's like $2 billion, right? Techos Rob says, so far, day one of my Gemini created CEO schedule going according to play. I needed to tell Gemini to slot in TTLT on to Monday mornings, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern.
That's it.
Listen,
That's it. That's it,
well,
y'all.
listen, it's the beginning of the year, man. So if this schedule is like by the end of this year, like, hey, listen, I'm a millionaire now. This schedule changed my life forever. Buy your copy of it. Send me your email. I'll give you a copy of it to join my community. Listen, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I love it.
100%.
That's gonna be. I mean, that's dope. If y'all missed it earlier, Tech Coach Ralph is basically using Gemini to create the schedule to become more efficient, like a CEO would of a Fortune 500 company. And so, if you see Tech Coach Ralph changing things on his YouTube and streaming certain times and not streaming certain times, you know why. His schedule has been changed. But yeah, no, I think that is one thing that we could definitely talk about today in regards to this whole situation. Is just like, man, I think they won. I think whoever the co-founders, I think those brothers won in this deal for sure. We don't know the details of it, but there's a lot there. There's a lot there,
I
y'all.
mean, the details that we do know, they won.
Yeah,
To have an idea and within 9 months go from idea to $2 billion sale,
yeah.
like lightning in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts out to them and inspiration for sure for others going into this new year and going forward to let you know like it don't take long. A lot can change in 30 days.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. A lot can change in 30 days. Um,
Mm.
and then 30 becomes 60, 60 becomes 90. If you give yourself 90 days of dedicated, like specific focus, a whole lot can change. Joseph knows all about that. I know all about it. It's no joke.
I was just gonna say, because a part of me, I mean, hey, listen, y'all, we have Tech Wire, we have other things that we could talk about. I really want to pause here and kind of stay on that point. Is like what you just said, the inspiration. Why does this conversation matter? Why do we even bring up topics like this because we live in a period of time, and Tech Coach Ralph, Tech Back Trey, like they know it very well that we live in a period of time right now where it doesn't take long for you to create a concept or idea that could make you forget millions of dollars, at least six figures plus, and provide for your family in a very very meaningful way. And it doesn't take a lot of time; it just takes a lot of intention and attention to get it done. There's many different ways to skin the cat, as they say. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of different ways to do it, but the biggest thing that we're seeing right now is leveraging AI to get it done. Whether it's building up a company, we talked about Base 44 that got sold for $80 billion. We talked about so, and that was what 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm sure off the top of my head that was quick as well. So there's just like you said, lightning in the bottle. This is like a very lightning in the bottle moment, and we didn't talk about it this week, but we're gonna save for next week because it could be important. They are coming out with different new rules, laws, and regulations that are targeting tech companies um, that we're going to dive into. Most have to do with like misuse of data and things of that nature, but don't get it twisted. If the government can, they're going to try to control this thing as much as possible. So This is a window we have. We don't know what's going to happen in 2027 or the end of this year, and what changes are going to be made. What how AI is going to be reeled in so that people can't make the money that they're making right now. So all that to say, y'all, and I encourage you to go check out Tech Coach Ralph's channel as well as check out Tech Back Trade channel. Tech Back Trade recently had a video talking about how he creates AI agents, or how you can as well, walking through it. Tech Coach Ralph streams almost pretty much every day, sharing what he's working on and things of that nature. So, like, listen, tap in with these brothers, and they'll be able to share what is exactly ways to not only leverage AI for fun, but really leverage it to actually build something that could possibly be sold. And I know that we talked about it earlier, but Tech Coach Ralph said it. He wants this year. He wants to find a way to market his apps. Uh, with the technology that we have, he could do it. And who knows? Tech Coach Ralph probably by the end of this will be like, I'm a full time streamer. Why? Because my apps are doing so well for me that I
100.
can do this 100% of the time, or
100.
whatever the case may be, because I don't have to worry about anything else financially. Like this is the time that we live in, and I definitely want to throw that out there. Oh yeah, Trey, what does the hat say? For those who can't see it, I'll put you in the full
Has
screen.
oh, the hat, it just says Quantum Bridge. Quantum Bridge, that is the name of the AI automation company. Okay. But that is what the hat says. It is an iteration of the logo. So this is not the logo. This is, y'all know me. I just be doing stuff. But yes, this one says Quantum Bridge.
Quantum Bridge, and that's the company right there. And
Yeah.
listen, Tech Coach Ralph says, when my apps take off, I'm going back to being an introvert.
I was, yeah. What I know is, one of his apps take off, we ain't gonna see him no more. We'll be
Yeah.
like, man, y'all remember that dude that used to, man, he used to be on every Monday, used to pop in, talk with us for a little bit. What was his name? It was Tech Coach Ralph. That's who it was. Whatever
Traveling the
happened to
world.
him, man?
He probably, if we know Tech Coach Ralph, he probably have an AI bot doing everything for him moving forward. So the video is gonna be, hey, it's Tech Coach Ralph. It's really AI. The voice is gonna be his voice. He's been working on this for the whole time that we knew him, cloning his voice. He was like
Yeah,
prepared for the moment that
100.
he can hand the ropes to them. So like, listen, AI, keep on going. He said, logo is fired. Drop the link. Want to look at the site. He says, how do you know it's not happening
I know, right?
now?
No, for real.
He's like,
Hey,
this is not me.
knowing him, look, he set up some kind of way to, hey, watch these lives for me, comment how I would comment.
You see the new channel logo? Half man, half
Comment how I
AI.
would normally comment, and make it realistic.
Yeah.
Troll every now and then.
All
No,
right.
that's 100%. No,
That's
so
great.
yeah, let me drop the link for you, bro. But just to let you know, I meant what I said earlier with success loves speed. So I haven't actually finished the website. I have not finished the website. Um, but I have secured first cliente. So, but success loves speed. So that was one of my things as well. If I could have said it earlier this morning, that was one of my things as well. Success loves speed. So yeah, I did it before the website.
Yeah.
But I'll be finishing it this week though, as well.
Arbitrary code is a
You know.
major one. Yeah, let us know, Frank. Maybe we could jump on the next episode, join the live and share your thoughts on that for sure. He said, "Who needs a website if you already got clients?" Uh,
Well, so that that is true. That is true. But sometimes people do want to see something.
yeah, yeah,
So that's the thing. There are people, I'm not going to go into detail, but there are people who do not need a website and who can get crazy deals without websites and without social media or anything. I am not one of them. You start talking to certain people and they want to see something. So one thing that tech coach Ralph does well, one thing that you can show them is content. One thing that you can show them is what you're doing. So
yeah,
that's the biggest. So you do not need a website. You're right, bro. But um, it is good to have something. So
yeah. And actually, Tech Coach Ralph. Actually, I was watching this movie. He said one last thing. Check on Prime, the movie The Creator. And so I am maybe 2/3 through the movie. So I'll probably finish it up, and then maybe we could have a review on it next week or so on and so forth, and just chat about it as well. Won't spoil it too much, but basically, just know it's about humans and AI, and one part of the world adopting it a bit more than the other. Right? I'll just say that much. And if you want, check it out for yourself. It's on Prime right now, and then we can have a discussion about it next week as well. And oh yeah, he's hit me up. Hit me up. So listen, there's a collaboration that could possibly happen. That's pretty cool. Um, and yeah, so yeah, in regards to that, we'll probably talk about next week. Yeah, that might be a good idea. We'll talk about what we didn't talk about today, and we'll talk about that next week because it's like
the
a what if?
creative,
Yeah, it's like, could this be the future? Who
I will
knows?
check it out.
Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of futuristic stuff, but it's very interesting because it does kind of talk about that line of people that might have an extreme view of AI versus it's like both extremes. I'll just put it like
Yeah,
that. I don't want to give it too much away, but it
yeah.
points at both extremes of AI. Well, listen, y'all. This has been a great beginning to talk that tech in 2026. Definitely continue to rock with us. I want to just shout out those folks that commented before. We got Tech Coach Ralph in the building that said Happy New Year's, followed by Stacylin 44. The left stop being insane, all go on an island of misfits together. OTTO in the building. Appreciate you as always, brother. Mr. Frank Sharp, thank you for commenting as well.
Appreciate you.
We have the life of Cam 99. Thank you so much for commenting. We had a couple of a bot or two in here, but besides that, it worked out. Thank you for
Oh yeah.
everybody again for commenting and showing up and doing some good stuff there, man. I appreciate you, Tech Coach Ralph. Thank you for sharing that as well. And
Yep.
Jim and
And
ITC, yeah,
I'll definitely, once it's done, I'll hit you up.
yes, sir. And then there's lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. But yeah, we appreciate you as always, and thank you again for rocking with us on this episode. Oh, talk.
Basically.
Listen, all I'm gonna do is keep this and this. I ain't worried about. I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about nobody in the comment section.
Okay.
Talk that. Well, I can't remember. Well, what was I say? Thank you for tuning in with Talk That Tech. The
Number one tech morning show in the world. We'll see y'all next week, baby.
yes, peace and elbow grease.